Hello children, good morning you all. I am here to start with my social studies explanation of second lesson to you. That is India, the Great Himalayas. In this lesson, first let us know what are Himalayas. Himalayas are the mountain ranges in the north and northeastern part of our country. If this is the map of our country, the Himalayas are the mountain ranges which are located in the northeast western part and till the east of our country. They are spread from Jammu and Kashmir in the north west till Arunachal Pradesh in the east. Look here. You all look. This is Jammu and Kashmir. Up to from here, they are located till Arunachal Pradesh. They are a very long chain of mountains. Range means a chain of mountains. They are from the northwestern part. From here I can say Afghanistan. From here they are stretched till Arunachal Pradesh. They are in arc shape. You see arc shape? Like the semicircular shape is called arc shape. They are in arc shape. Understand? They are the mountains which are spread in three different parallel lines. They are spread in three different parallel lines. They are parallel to each other. Himalayas are spread, for example, I can't draw India map properly, sorry. India, the Great Himalayas, the Great Himalayas. So, if you draw India map like this, it is a sketch, I can say. Sketch means rough map, like this. If you draw India, somewhat, just northern part. From here till like this. Like this, till down. Here, the Himalayas are spread right from northwestern part till Arunachal Pradesh in the east. Then they are these mountain ranges are in a parallel mode to each other. Parallel means lines which cannot meet, like this. Lines which will not meet at all. They are called parallel. They are parallel to each other. Understand? And they don't only stop there, they come down and to the east. They move towards the southward. These mountains like here Nagaland, Meghalaya, Assam, all these come under this hilly region. So here it is till east. They come down to the south of this part of India. Here they are not such great mountains, they are just like hills. Understand? They are called northeastern hills. They are called northeastern hills. Understand? So, there is a very high and long, chain of mountains in the north and northeastern part of India. Just now I showed you. Chain of mountains means range, we say R-A-N-G-E. These are the Himalayan mountain ranges. These mountains are called Himalayan mountain ranges. Himalayan mountains means, what do you mean by Himalaya? Hima plus Alaya. Hima plus Alaya. Hima means snow. Alaya means home. Himalaya. So, in its meaning is abode of snow. Abode of snow. Abode of snow means home of snow. Hima Alaya. Hima means snow. Alaya means house, home. So, Himalaya meaning is abode of snow, means home of snow. These mountain ranges are shaped like an arc, I showed, half circle. They extend from Jammu and Kashmir in the north or northwestern part till till Arunachal Pradesh in the east. Further, from there they come down towards the south, and there they are called northeastern hills. This hilly area is not very high. Here it is very high. Understand? Many big highest mountains of the world are located in this Himalayan mountain range. For example, Mount Everest. It is not in India actually. It is in Nepal. Understand, the Himalayan mountain range has the highest mountain in the world, which is located in Nepal. The name of that mountain is Mount Everest, which measures 8,842 kilometers. 8,848 meters. What? Mount Everest. It is considered as the highest mountain in the world, and it is located at Nepal. Highest mountain in the world. No other mountains are as highest as the Mount Everest. Okay, it is in Nepal, not in India. Understand? You can find these Himalayan mountains have so many parallel ranges. Next time we'll come to that point. Understand? And they remain so snow covered whole year. And you find so many mountain peaks, highest mountain tips in this mountain range, and they remain snow covered throughout the year. Understand? So next highest mountain in the world, this is the first highest mountain. Second, Mount K2, which is also known as Godwin Austen, is the second highest mountain in the world. Mount K2 or Godwin Austen. Why it is given? He surveyed. He searched. Godwin Austen, a common person, he discovered that Mount K2 is the second highest mountain in the world. So it was named after him. But gradually that name was removed and it is known as Mount K2. It is the second highest mountain in the world. Apart from these two highest mountains in the world, which are located in Himalaya, we can find some other such highest mountain peaks. They are Kanchenjunga, Nanga Parvat, Nanda Devi, etc. Apart from the Mount Everest and the Mount K2, we have some other mountain peaks which are located in the Himalayan mountain range. They are Kanchenjunga, Nanga Parvat and Nanda Devi are the other high peaks in the Himalayas, which are in India. These high mountains have always challenged and attracted men and women. These high peaks of mountains always challenged and attracted the human beings, both men and women. So many of them tried to climb these mountains, trekking we call. They tried to climb these mountains, but many failed. At last, in the year 1953, in the year 1953, means almost 68 years around by now. Two people were successful in climbing the Mount Everest for the first time. They are Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary. Tenzing Norgay of Nepal, he was a Sherpa. Sherpa means the persons who help the mountaineers. Mountaineers are those people who climb the mountain are called mountaineers. Tenzing Norgay. Many of the Nepalis do this job. They help the people while climbing the mountains. They are called Sherpas. So Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary. Edmund Hillary of New Zealand. A small island group it is. So these two people were the first persons to climb the Mount Everest. Understand? In 1953, Tenzing Norgay of Nepal and Edmund Hillary of New Zealand went together and they were successful in climbing the Mount Everest. Then in the year 1984, Bachendri Pal of Himachal Pradesh, of our country, Bachendri Pal was the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest. So, in 1953, Tenzing Norgay of Nepal and Edmund Hillary of New Zealand were successful for the first time in climbing Mount Everest. Reaching the peak of the Mount Everest means Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary were the first persons to climb Mount Everest. Then, among the women, but in 1984, Bachendri Pal of Himachal Pradesh was successful in climbing Mount Everest. So, she was the first Indian woman. Bachendri Pal was the first Indian woman to climb Mount Everest. When she climbed in 1984. Okay. So, Himalayas act as a wall. They protect us from many factors. So, for example, like this it is there. Here all Himalayan mountains are there. They stand like a wall and they protect us from the enemies. Enemies do not cross these Himalayas. They are snow covered. It is very difficult to cross them. So they don't come from north side. They don't enter our country from north side. Second thing, they protect our country from very cool weather which blow from the northern part of Asia. Understand? They protect us. So they act like the walls. They act like a wall along the northern boundary of India. Okay. It stretches about 2,500 kilometers from east to west. These mountains spread 2,500 kilometers from west to east. The Himalayas are wider in Kashmir and narrow down towards the east. They are very wide, big gap they have got. And when they come towards the east, they become narrow. In the northeast, these mountains are much lower in height. In northeast, in Assam, Nagaland, Meghalaya, in all these parts, they are very low in height. Among them, important in the northeastern part, the most important mountain peaks are Jayantiya, Garo, Khasi, Naga, Mizo and Lushai. Hills are the part of these northeastern hills of the Himalayan range. Now next thing to know about is the Himalayas are divided into three different groups. Himalayas are divided into three different ranges. First one is Himadri. Himadri or Great Himalayas. So, first one, we find three mountain ranges in these Himalayan mountains. First one range is called Great Himalayas. Great Himalayas. Or they are called Himadri. And second one is Middle Himalayas. Middle Himalayas, they are called Himachal. They are called Himachal. Then third range of mountains in the Himalayas are Lesser Himalayas. Lesser Himalayas, which are called Shivalik range. Shivalik range. Okay. So, the Himalayan mountain ranges are divided into three ranges, three lines of mountains. They are Great Himalayas or Himadri, which are at the top. The middle one, between these last two, Middle Himalayas or Himachal range we call. And last one, Lesser Himalayas or Shivalik range we call. So, Himalayan mountains are divided into three ranges called Great Himalayas or Himadri, Middle Himalayas or Himachal, Lesser Himalayas or Shivalik range. These are the three different ranges of mountains, and we are going to learn about each one by one. Let us first know about Great Himalayas or Greater Himalayas. First we are going to know about Great Himalayas or Himadri. Greater Himalayas or Himadri. Understand, what we can know about them is the Great Himalayas lie in the northern part of the Himalayas. These ranges are also called the Himadri. This range remains snow covered throughout the year. There are many snow fields which give birth to glaciers. A glacier is a slow moving river of ice. These glaciers are source of many Himalayan rivers like the Indus, Ganga, Yamuna, Sutlej, Kosi and Brahmaputra. So, the greater Himalayas lie in the northern part of Himalayas. The first range I can call. They are also known as Himadri. And they are covered by snow throughout the year. They are the snow covered mountains. Throughout the year they are covered with snow. Understand? And it has many snow fields. And you can find so many glaciers in these mountain ranges. Glaciers means source of water I can call. slow moving mass of ice is called glacier. Glacier. Slow moving mass of ice is called glacier. Here they say glacier is a slow moving river of ice, which is the source of many rivers which take birth in the Himalayan mountains. Understand, like Indus, Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Kosi, Sutlej, etc. These all rivers take birth or originate in the Himalayas, and they get water from these glaciers. Means what are these glaciers? They are slow moving river of ice. Understand? They join these rivers. Rivers will be like in the form of a spring when they take birth. But these slow moving mass of earth, when they come down the slope of the mountain, this is slope. When they move down the slope of the mountain and reach the plains, they melt. This snow in these snow glaciers melt and provide lot of water to the rivers. In this way, Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Kosi, Sutlej, these rivers are called perennial rivers. Perennial rivers, we call them perennial rivers. What do you mean by perennial rivers? The rivers which will not dry throughout the year. They always have water, flowing water. Rain-fed rivers, South Indian rivers are rain-fed rivers like Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri and Narmada and all. Only they get water from the rain. If rain is there, you can see water. In summer, so less water you can find. But it is not with the case of the rivers which take birth in the Himalayan mountains like Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra, Sutlej, etc. Why? Because they get water from the glacier. What is glacier? Slow moving mass of ice is known as glacier. And while flowing, what do? Actually, rivers are like small springs. In course of their flow, these glaciers flow down the slopes of the mountain and they melt. And this melted water joins the rivers and it becomes very big and ever flowing river. Means throughout the year they flow. To the south of the great Himalayas are the middle Himalayas or Himachal. Their height ranges from 3000 to 5000 meters from sea level. There are many low areas called valleys in the mountains. Rivers flow through these valleys. Orchards and plums and apples are common in this valley. So second range of mountains is, after this we have second range of mountains. This is the first range of mountain. Second is Middle Himalayas. As its name suggests, Middle Himalayas or Himadri. Their height range changes from 3,500 meters to 5,000 meters. Understand? Their high above the sea level, their height above the sea level ranges from 3,500 meter to 5,000 meters. We find many low-lying valleys. What are valleys? These are mountains. So between two mountains, deep land area, it is called valley. We find so many valleys in this mountain region area, which in Himachal range. Himachal, Middle Himalayas or Himachal. And this area, Himachal, as the name it indicates, we have one state also by this name, Himachal Pradesh. Here, Orchards of apple and plums are very famous. Orchards of apple and plum means what? You find the fruit gardens in this area. Where? In Himachal area. Himachal or Middle Himalayas is the second range, middle range of Himalayan mountains. They are height from the sea level is 2,500 meters to 5,000 meters. Understand? And you can find so many valleys in this mountain region, and we can find orchards of apples and plums here. The slopes of the Himachal are covered with valuable forests of pine, willow, oak and deodar. These slopes have many beautiful hill stations like Shimla, Mussoorie, Ranikhet, Nainital. It also has many holy places like Badrinath, Kedarnath and Amarnath. So, this Himachal mountain area, they are covered with valuable slopes of the mountains, have forests. Valuable trees like willow, pine, deodar, such big trees grow here. Understand? And these slopes of the mountains have so many hill stations like Shimla, Mussoorie, Ranikhet, Nainital, etc. At the same time, we have some very famous holy places of Hindus in this region, in the Himachal region. They are Badrinath, Kedarnath. They are the most important pilgrimage centers for the Hindus. And south of the Himachal, next, it is in the north, it is in the middle, and after that, in the south comes lesser Himalayas, or Shivalik range. This is the third range of mountains, the Himalayan range. Lesser Himalayas or Shivalik range is the third part of Himalayan mountain range. It is to the south of middle Himalayas. It is the southernmost range of the Himalayan mountains. The slopes of these hills are covered with thick and valuable forests that provide shelter to different types of wild animals. This range is made of soft rocks and mud. It has many broad valleys called dunes. Like, for example, Dehradun. So, third one is Shivalik range. Understand? Here, the slopes of the Shivalik mountains are covered with very thick forests. These forests are the home for many wild animals. Understand? And they have broad valleys which are called dunes. They have broad valleys which are called dunes. Dehradun, for example. The living condition in this region is diversified. It is well adjusted with the climatic condition. This region includes Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, West Bengal, northeastern states. The geographical location and natural beauty of this region attracts tourists. So, these three ranges, the Greater Himalayas, Middle Himalayas or Lesser Himalayas, Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik, these three ranges are very, very attractive places. The states which come under this region are Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand. Understand? Uttarakhand, West Bengal, Sikkim, northeastern states. So these states, what are they? I will show on the map also to you, which come under these Himalayan mountain ranges. Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, and Arunachal Pradesh, West Bengal, and these are northeastern states. They all are located in the Himalayan mountain region. And tomorrow we are going to study about these states personally. Okay, we are going to study about each of these states one by one. First Jammu and Kashmir, then Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand. About each and every state we are going to study. Tomorrow's class we are going to study about the states which are located in the Himalayan mountain region. Got what I said? So, what I can say? By today we learnt what are Himalayas, where are they located, what are its parts, how could it attract the people, who climbed it for the first time, etc. And tomorrow, and we studied about each part of the Himalayan range, like first the greater Himalayas or Himadri, second middle Himalayas or Himachal, third lesser Himalayas or Shivalik range. What places come under it, what is their speciality, everything. Tomorrow again once I revise, and we will go to the next part of the lesson, that is the states which are located in this Himalayan mountain region. We are going to study about each state which lies in this Himalayan mountain ranges, like here Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand, West Bengal, all seven sisters means northeastern states, etc. So let us stop here. Thank you, children.